So you try to level up your credit fast. You might even be an authorized user on somebody else's card. Maybe you even bought a trade line, or maybe you even signed up for one of these online trade lines like My Jewelers Club or something. I'm going to explain to you why I don't do that, and I think you shouldn't either. Hello, welcome to Level Up Finance, where we talk about money, mindset on the road to get millions. On this episode, I like to talk about trade lines, authorized users. Why I don't use it, I don't think you should either. First and foremost, with trade lines, more than likely you have to purchase it. It costs money. So that's a big downfall of these online trade lines. If you go on these websites, you buy a trade line, depending on how long it's been around, how long it's been seasoned, for thousands of dollars, $5,000, and it could go up. Even $10,000 if it's been around for a long time. And that sounds good. Like, hey, I have a 20-year-old trade line on my credit report. I'm getting all that history. Oh man, this is so great. But then to find out, only report to one credit agency. They only report to Equifax. So your TransUnion don't look good, your Experian don't good, but your Equifax look amazing. That don't make any sense to me. That's a waste of money. If you're gonna spend that much money, you need all three bureaus getting that good credit history. So that's one bad thing about these buying trade lines, is that you can't control who they report to. They might report to one, and that's it. And they cost money. That's pretty bad. And another reason is they're not reliable. You don't know how they're gonna report, when they're gonna report. If the person that signed you on could just take you off. You never know. You don't know if the algorithm just won't count that authorized user, that trade line, as something great or positive. It might just say, you know what, you're an authorized user. This means nothing. The credit agency could just drop you off. All type of bad things can happen, and then you spend all this money on a trade line, and that happened. If I was you, I'll be pissed, right? And the more and more, years and years go on, the more and more the authorized user thing don't hold no weight. I mean, you can't have a credit report with all authorized user and you be like, hey, I want to buy a house, and they gonna look at your credit report and just see a whole bunch of authorized users, trade lines, and then think, hey man, this guy is credible. No, they don't know what your credit history looked like. They know what somebody else's credit history looked like, not yours. So, like, I practice what I preach. What I did was get secure cards and you get secure loan. And that's the only thing I did. And within 6 months, I leveled up my credit over 100 points. And I'm more credit worthy. I got a $500 credit card from Navy Federal. I turned that into $1,500 in 6 months. And I was able to get another credit card from Navy Federal for $7,200 in 6 months. So what I'm saying, I'm actually doing. And I actually did use trade lines before in the beginning, for a few months. I was using all my girlfriend's credit cards for authorized user, but I found out quickly that it doesn't hold enough weight because it only was reporting to one agency. All right, so I started my journey earlier last year, right? Started trying to fix my credit. But before I did that, I was using a credit repair agency to try to repair my credit first before I added trade lines or did anything. But before I did that, I was on my girlfriend's credit report as an authorized user, and this is April 24th, 2020. All right, so credit one, I had this little baby credit card. It's still a baby credit card, but you could get this little credit card and have bad credit. Credit one is a low quality card, but I rather use unsecured money than secured money. And I don't want to buy a trade line. I rather make my own trade line. The only thing is you have to have a little patience. You got to trust the process. That's the only thing. But yeah, credit one, low quality card. I was on my girl's Best Buy card, but this Best Buy card was a Visa credit card that you can use anywhere, right? So more detailed, boom, I was an authorized user. I was an authorized user on this credit card. All right. Boom. I was an authorized user. So City, I was an authorized user. And Best Buy City, I was an authorized user. Oh yeah, and I was even an authorized user on our Capital One card too. Authorized user. So I was an authorized user on 3 cards. And look at this. It's only reporting to one credit agency, Equifax. That's it. If I had to pay for this, I would have been pissed. So what I'm telling you is the truth. I've been there and done that. So I'd rather have my own trade line that report to all 3 agencies, and the longevity of it is amazing too, because a secure card could unsecure and you get your money back. Plus you have that history. Plus you're gonna have the history in the future. With a trade line, most of these trade lines, you get dropped off in a couple of months, 6 months. I don't know the rules, but it don't last forever. You can't be like, yeah, let me just have this trade line for eternity. So you spend thousands of dollars just for a little boost, and that boost probably don't really boost you. So it's like playing, roulette. You don't know where it's going to land. TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, and you don't know if it's going to work. It's gambling. You're gambling with real money. So I'd rather put real money into something real that I could, know the results of it. So that's why I don't like authorized user or trade lines. And I don't think you should either. Don't use them. Save your money. Get a secure card. Get a secure loan. Get low quality credit cards like Credit One. And you can level up your credit that way real quick. Well, not real quick, within 6 months. And then 6 months, a year, 2 years, you build them for the future. All right. So this is longevity stuff, man. This is stuff that you have to have patience with too. So if you like this, give me one of these, and I'll talk to you on the next one. All right. Level Up Finance.